Hello, everyone. My name is Philip Green. That's a name that has a fair degree of toxicity about it these days. So perhaps you should think of me simply as Philip, and that might make things sound a little bit better over the next 10 minutes or so. I'm absolutely delighted to have this chance of doing a few tunes for Folk on the Hill in 2020, if my cat will just shut up for me. So I'll see you over the next few minutes. All the best. Bye bye. This first song that I'm doing was imported to Ireland and the UK around the late 80s by Christy Moore, and he picked it up in Canada from a guy called Ron Hines, and it's a song about loneliness, I suppose, and it's called Sonny's Dream. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, he never comes home. The nights are so long and the silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired, not all that strong. Sonny lives on the farm in a wide open space. Take off your shoes, stay out of the race. Lay down your head on the soft riverbed. Sonny always remembers the words Mama says. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor and he never comes home. The nights are so long and the silence goes on. Oh, I'm feeling so tired, not all that strong. Sonny works on the land, though he's barely a man. There's not much to do, but he does what he can. Sits by his window in his room by the stairs, watching the waves drifting soft on the pier. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor and he never comes home. The nights are so long and the silence goes on. Oh, I'm feeling so tired, not all that strong. Many years have rolled on, Sonny's old and alone. His daddy, the sailor, well, he never came home. And sometimes he wonders what his life might have been. But from the grave, Mama still haunts his dreams. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, he never comes home. Nights are so long, the silence goes on. Oh, I'm feeling so tired, not all that strong. Sonny, don't go away. Sonny by Ron Hines. Right, this one's an English song, a London song, a folk song. It is a folk song. Originally, I think people thought it was a pop song about 50 years ago, but it's clearly a folk song, and I'll happily fight with anybody who disagrees with me. I hope you all know it. Dirty old river, must you keep rolling, rolling into the night? People so busy make me feel dizzy. Taxi lights shine so bright, but I don't need no friends as long as I gaze on Waterloo Sunset, I'm in paradise. Every day I look at the world from my window. The chilliest evening time, Waterloo Sunset's fine. Terry meets Julie, Waterloo Station, every Friday night. But I am so lazy, I don't want to wander, I stay at home at night. But I don't feel afraid, as long as I gaze on Waterloo Sunset, I'm in paradise. Every day I look at the world from my window. The chilliest evening time, Waterloo Sunset's fine. Millions of people swarming like flies round Waterloo Underground. Terry and Julie cross over the river where they feel safe and sound. And they don't need no friends, as long as they gaze on Waterloo Sunset, they're in paradise. As long as they gaze on Waterloo Sunset, they're in paradise. As long as they gaze on Waterloo Sunset, they're in paradise. Waterloo Sunset. Okay, so that was a London song I did earlier. So I've really got to balance it with a Dublin song. Patrick Kavanagh was a great Irish poet who died in 1967. He was a farm boy from Monaghan, very little formal education, but he wrote poems, and they got him noticed. He sent them into journals and papers. People said he should come to Dublin, so he walked to Dublin from County Monaghan, about 80 miles or so, I think in the late 30s. And he set up residence in a part of Dublin called Baggot Street, a really nice part of Dublin near Lansdowne Road Stadium, the Aviva Stadium. He became very renowned, and he was guest lecturer at University College Dublin. And while he was there, he became besotted by a young medical student, a particularly beautiful young woman, I suppose in the early 40s. And I believe she went over to Hollywood at the same time as Maureen O'Hara to do screen tests, but she came back, and she never graduated as a medical student. So he wrote this poem about his love, which is completely unrequited. And when she was interviewed, I think in the 1980s, about it, she came across as being a complete Philistine. So she was completely unworthy of him. So he took this poem and he put it to music. He pinched a tune, I think from the tune of The Dawning of the Day, and he'd sing it around the pubs of Dublin where he spent a lot of his time. And he was in the Bailey pub one night, and Luke Kelly was there, and he said to Luke, I've got a good song you'd like. And Luke said, have you? And he sang it for him, and Luke said, geez, that's rather good, do you mind if I use it? So Luke did, to great effect. And the song starts off, and it's actually named about the place where he seemed to have seen this young woman for the first time. A road just off Baggot Street where he lived, a lovely road called Raglan Road. Okay, so here we go. On Raglan Road of an autumn day, I saw her first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare that I might one day rue. I saw the danger, yet I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let grief be a falling leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November, we tripped lightly along the ledge of the deep ravine where can be seen the true worth of passion's pledge. The Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I not making hay. Oh, I love too much, and by such is happiness thrown away. I gave her gifts of the mind, I gave her the secret sign that's known to artists who have known the true gods of sound and stone. And word and tint I never did stint, I gave her poems to say, with her own name there and her long dark hair, like clouds o'er the fields of May. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now, away from me so hurriedly that my reason must allow that I had loved not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angel woos, the clay he lose his wings at the dawn of day. Raglan Road. Okay, so thanks for taking the time to listen to my tunes, if you have listened to all my tunes. I just do this for the crack. I go up to Herga Folk Club every Monday when we're not locked down, just to sing a few tunes and listen to many of whom are my friends now, singing a few tunes or playing a few tunes. And about every month or 4 or 5, maybe 5 weeks, we have a guest, and those guests are sort of semi-professional folk musicians, and some of them depend on the income they acquire from playing in folk clubs around. And of course, for the past 4 or 5 months, they haven't been able to do that because of lockdown. So this is an opportunity to try and redirect some funds, towards them. So if you can, please donate by pressing the donate button, wherever it is. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure there are links below or to the side or above or in the middle even of this video where you can click, and hopefully you'll be taken to PayPal or some sort of donation application, right? So thanks again. It's been great fun, and I hope you enjoy everything else you see and hear today. All the best. Bye-bye.